Hello everybody, it's Emily and I am 5 days post-op now. Sorry about the lighting in this video, but I am in my bedroom and I have just taken my medicine and it is just kicking in, so I'm going to be very loopy, but I wanted to do a video every day after I had my surgery and just inform you guys of the things daily that are going on in my life. Today, Chris gave me a shower, and it was wonderful. It felt very good to have a shower. The only thing is I'm going to share an experience with you that I had in the shower. So, my surgeon suggested to climb in with the water on your back at first, and he washed my back, and he washed my hair, and he put the conditioner in my hair, and that's when I turned around and I started washing my own front. And I started with my midsection between my belly button and my breasts, because that doesn't have any scarring right there. And I went to my sides because there's no scarring there. I pretty much just saved my incisions for last. And I washed my legs and everything else that needed to be washed. But I guess I took too long because my back and my core and my legs all at the same time got very tight, and I told Chris, I said, I think I need to sit. I think I need to sit down. And he said, okay, let me go get you a chair. And I said, no, right now, at this moment, I need to sit down. And so he was going to help me sit on the edge of the tub. But as I turned around to try and sit down, I realized there was no way I was going to do that because I was so tight. And so I said, help me to my knees. And I went forward and I slowly got on my knees. And then I had to go in like a fetal position where my whole body was curled up in a little ball with my knees down on the ground. And I let the water hit my back, and I waited probably 4 whole minutes before I could move again. I think I took too long standing up without my compression garment on, and I think my body, that's what happened to my body, was the reaction that it tightened up. I've never had that happen before, and it just shows that my muscles are very, they're taking a lot right now, and the compression garments are helping tremendously, because when I didn't have it on, I had to curl up in that ball. And so after I got out of the shower, Chris, he told me we were going to be going to his mom's tonight for dinner, and so I didn't want to wear my undershirt that I have been wearing. I've been wearing it under my bra and under my compression garment, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to go to his mom's house with my bra and my compression garment on the outside of my clothes. So I asked him to put a small towel, a hand towel, in between my compression garment and my skin so that it wouldn't bother my skin. And I found out about an hour later that it was getting way too tight, and so we took that off, and there was a line where my lower incision is like right here, and there was a line on the towel of blood, and I think it's because I put that towel on it right out of the shower, and I think it was just scabbing residue or whatever. I don't think it's fresh blood, but I did shoot my surgeon's nurse a message about it just to ask, and also to ask about the shower incident to see if that was something that needed to be addressed. I'm thinking it's all normal. You're gonna go through different things after major surgery like this, but that's all the events that I've had today. My appetite is returning. I'm getting sort of hungry, but I'm realizing I can't eat very much. So this morning I had some crackers, and that filled me up. And then I brewed my own coffee, and I had 1 glass of that. And then it's 2 o'clock right now, and I was getting hungry, and Chris made me 2 eggs with a little cheese, and I could barely finish it. So my stomach is still very tight, and it's very small. and I can't fit very much into it. However, this is day 5 and I'm doing better. I took medicine when I woke up at 8. Then I didn't take any medicine again until maybe a few minutes ago at 2. And I've been taking 1 hydrocodone from my prescription that are 10s. And I've also, because I was taking 2 every 4 hours when I got home. And now I'm taking 1 of those. And also I dug out my old prescription from my last pregnancy, and they're 5s. So I've been taking 1 of those. So instead of 20, whatever, I don't know if it's milligrams or whatever, but instead of 20 of hydrocodone, I'm doing 15, and I'm spacing it out every 6 hours instead of every 4 hours. So I'm getting better, and I'm not really feeling much pain. The pain that I do feel is in my abdominal muscles, my lower core, and sometimes I feel some pinching where the drains go in, and that's if I turn the wrong way or if I move my body at a different angle. So the pain is relatively gone on day 5. My appetite, like I said, my appetite's back, but I cannot eat very much as portion sizes go, and my energy comes and goes, but I've noticed, and I've always had this, but I've noticed that in the morning when I wake up, I'm very full of energy, and I've always been that way. I'm sorry guys, my daughter was just asking me a question. But my energy level is really good in the morning, and I don't know if I told you guys this yesterday because I'm a little loopy, but it's very easy to get out of my bed because it's so high, or it's not too high, but it's high enough that I can kind of roll out of bed. And so in the morning this morning, I got up while Chris was still asleep, and I brewed my own coffee, and I put away the dishes, and I checked on all my plants, and they're doing very well, and I watered them and gave them some Miracle-Gro nutrition for plants, and I folded some laundry and put it away. I helped my daughter clean her room, and she helped me take out the trash. I just got it out of the bin, and then she took it out to the dumpster. I watched her from the back door. But I've just been doing very well. My energy level was very high this morning, and then when I was done doing some chores, I kind of laid down with the fan on me and rested for a while. I haven't napped yet today, but I'm feeling like I might do that now. And it is 2:30, so I might do that now. But I've just been doing a lot better than my first few days. Some of the things that are messing with me emotionally are that I'm really swollen, and I mentioned this yesterday that I feel like a tree trunk, but last night was really bad, and I know that this is going to be an emotional roller coaster, and my medicine also combined with exhaustion, because I'm exhausted towards the end of the day, and my medicine with the exhaustion are a bad combination, because last night my surgeon is having me readjust my binder twice a day. She has me take it off, look at my incisions, check for oozing or any sign of infection, and then put it back on a little bit adjusted so that there's no creases and that I don't form any creases. And the last night when I did that, I noticed I was really swollen, and I also wanted to try and see if when I put my underwear on, if my underwear would cover my incision fully. And my underwear did not cover my incision, and they're not low-rise underwear, they're regular underwear that when I would wear them before, they would go almost all the way up right underneath my belly button. And now it's probably because I am swollen, but they do not cover my scars on the side. They just cover it. And see, my scar is shaped like a U. It goes from my hip down to my pubic area and then back up to my other hip. And it barely covers right above my pubic area. And then you can see it the rest of the way. And that was frustrating, and it made me very sad. And then when I went to go and put back on my compression garment, I had to sit down because I was standing up for too long, and as I sat down, my skin flapped over my incision tape, and that also made me emotional, and it's probably going to make me emotional right now. And this is probably the worst part of this recovery because I wanted that gone. And I know it's probably swelling, but this is just the hardest part. And I'm trying to be honest in my diary experience to you, my YouTube channel diary. I'm trying to be completely honest, and that's probably the hardest thing because I had imagined that I would not have a skin flap anymore, and when you pay this much money for it, and I gave up being at home because Chris mentioned if I wanted this surgery I'd have to get a job, and I was okay with that, but I gave up being at home with my girls for this, and I really hope that the swelling goes down and that I don't have that flap, because that was the whole point of this surgery, was to get rid of my excess skin and get rid of the flap. And I know it's probably swelling, and I talked to my surgeon about it, and she said it's swelling, but I have my doubts, and I just hope that it gets better, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm keeping myself compressed in my compression garment, and it's gonna take a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks to notice the swelling going away, but that's where I'm at. And I'm not gonna go on any more because this video is already 12 minutes long, and I've been trying to keep them under 10, but it's been tough. But day 5, pain-wise, is much better, and I'm having more energy and more of an appetite. It's just the emotional roller coaster that comes with the surgery that is rough on me right now. So I'm going to put some more pictures at the end of this video like I did yesterday, so stay tuned.